Hi, I'm Nicole, one of SparkPeople's fitness experts. Today, with Tanya and Grant, we're going to lead you through a full body strength and stretching workout. You want to make sure that you've already warmed up before you start this workout, such as marching in place, taking a walk outside, or anything else that gets that body warmed up in 3 to 5 minutes. As far as equipment goes, all you will need is your own body weight, a set of dumbbells, and an exercise mat. You want to make sure that set of dumbbells is challenging enough for you. We'll be doing 15 repetitions of each exercise. Tanya and Grant will also offer some modifications. You can watch Tanya for a little bit easier workout, and you can watch Grant for advanced options. All right, we're ready to get started. Go ahead and grab those weights. We're going to start with a squat exercise that combines an overhead press. Take those feet wider than the hips, turning the toes outward. Abs should be in tight, shoulders are down and back. Go ahead and lift those weights up, palms facing out, right there in line with the shoulders. We'll squat it straight down, inhaling, exhale, push it up out of that squat into an overhead press. Nice and slow here. You want to make sure you're breathing steady. Taking those weights up right there in line with the shoulders as those arms extend up. And you're only lowering down into that squat as far as you can comfortably with good form. You can watch Tanya for a modified option. She's taking a little bit of a smaller range of motion with those weights and the squat. Keep breathing steady. We have 5 more. Big exhale as you lift those weights up. Keeping the knees and the toes pointed in the same direction. Here's 3, 2, 1 more. Exhale up and slowly bring those weights down. Go ahead and take your legs together. We're moving into a lunging exercise that combines upper body. I'm going to turn to the side so you can watch the form. Tanya and I will be doing stationary lunges, and Grant will be doing an advanced option of alternating sides. Let's take that left leg forward, wide stance between those feet, shoulders down and back. From here, we're going to lunge down, curling those weights up into the shoulders, and slowly releasing it down as you push up. Notice how I'm lunging straight down, not leaning out over that forward leg. And you can see how my forward leg, that knee stays right in line with the ankle the whole time. It's not coming out over the toes. Elbows and arms should be close to the side of your body. Holding onto those weights, lifting and lowering with control. Exhaling as you lift. Inhaling as you lower those weights down slowly. 5 more here before we switch sides. Keep that breath going. Tanya is also showing how you can alternate between the lower and upper body if you get tired. 1 more. And release it down. Step those legs together. Tanya and I will switch sides. Grant will continue. Right leg forward, this time wide stance. Exhale, lift the weights and lower. Inhale, release. Your feet should be far enough apart that you can comfortably lunge straight down without leaning forward. Both toes from both feet should be pointed forward. Keep those abs pulled in tight, shoulders down. Remember, for an easier option, you can watch Tanya, alternating with just the arms or just the legs as needed. 5 more repetitions. Keep breathing. Stay in control of that weight and your form. This is 3. Here's 2. Abs in. Last one. And go ahead and push those legs back together. For this next set of exercises, you'll need just 1 weight. We'll start stepping that left leg forward. The right leg should be right behind you. Left knee stays bent, right leg is straight. Place that left hand onto your thigh for support. Abs in, leaning forward just slightly. Palm of the right hand should be facing towards the body. We're going to lift that weight up. Exhale. Inhale, release it down. For this exercise, think about this movement coming from your upper back. That shoulder blade should be coming together at your spine. Elbows should be pointed straight back, not out to the side. And that weight stays close to your body, right there underneath the shoulder. Always exhaling as you lift, slowly releasing it down. Keep those shoulders down and back, abs in tight, breathing steady throughout this movement, always lowering the weight with control. 4 more repetitions here. Think about your form. Last 2. One more here. And slowly release it down. We're staying in this position, moving into a tricep exercise with the right arm. Let's lift that elbow up about part way from what you just did, and then we're going to extend the arm straight back and bend it back in. Exhaling as you lift the weight, inhaling as you let the arm bend. Think about reaching your pinky up towards the ceiling behind you as you do this exercise. And notice how on Tanya and Grant, who you can see from the side, from the shoulder down to the elbow, the arm should be stationary. The only movement here is coming from extending and bending at the elbow. Keep those abs in, head and neck right there in line with the spine. Always exhaling as you lift. 3 more repetitions. Abs should be pulled in tight. Support yourself on that left hand. Last one. And release it down. Step those legs together. We're going to switch over to the other side. Right leg forward this time, right knee's bent. Support yourself on that leg with your right arm, palm facing the body, starting with the upward row. Exhale, lift. Inhale, release it down. Palms facing towards your body. Try to point that elbow backward as much as you can, not out to the side. Visualize your shoulder blade coming towards the center of your back as you lift that weight. Keep breathing here, pulling those abs in tight, thinking about keeping your spine neutral. And we have 5 more here. Slow and steady. Last 3. Here's 3. Really reach that weight up. One more time. Exhale up. Slowly lift it down, finishing up with that tricep extension. Go ahead and lift up that weight part way. Exhale, extend it back. Inhale, bend the elbow forward. Remember, we're keeping that upper arm stationary. Should be no movement coming from the shoulder. Allow yourself to rest that hand and your weight onto the forward leg. Reaching that pinky up towards the ceiling behind you, staying in control of that weight the whole time. Should feel the triceps working here. Keep that breath going. We have 5 more. Last 3. Really reach it up there. And 1 more. Exhale up. Bend it in. Go ahead and bring those legs back together. We're finished with the standing segment. Now you'll need to get out your mat, and we'll be using 1 dumbbell for the rest of the workout. All right, now you should be down on your mat. You'll also need 1 dumbbell as an option for these exercises. We'll start with a seated torso twist. So go ahead and grab that dumbbell. Sit up nice and tall. Abs should be pulled in tight, shoulders down and back. Knees stay bent, your legs are just slightly extended in front of you. From here, you're going to lean back slightly till you feel those abs engaged and hold it steady there. We're going to twist over to the right, through the center again, and over to the left. That's it. It's a slow and deliberate movement. Notice how you're twisting from the waist. This isn't just the upper body moving the arms for you. The waist is carrying you around. The upper body, and including your head and neck, is following where the waist takes you. Make sure you're pulling those abs in tight. Exhaling to each side, inhaling through the center. If you want a more advanced option, Grant's feet are up off the floor. And we have 4 more here. Keep breathing steady. Hold that contraction in the abs. Here's 2. Last 1. And bring it back to center and sit it up. We're moving down to lay onto the mat for crunches. You can keep that weight next to you for a couple of our options. Grant will be holding on to his weight to add intensity. Tanya's hands will be behind her head and neck to support her a little better. And I'm going to take my hands out across the chest. Pull those abs in tight like the belly button is coming down towards the floor underneath you. And when you're ready, exhale, crunching it up. Inhale, releasing it down. We're trying to just get the shoulder blades up off of your mat. It's not a full sit-up. Small crunches like this help isolate the abdominals better than a full sit-up would. If your hands are behind your head and neck, remember they're only there for support, not to help lift your body up. Keep breathing steady. Your lower back should stay flat on that mat. Few more here. Last 4. Exhale up. Lower down with control. Here's 2. Last one. And slowly release it back down. Let's rest that back on the floor. From now, we're moving into bridges. You want to take your hands out to your sides for support and place your feet about hip width apart with a nice bend in the knees. Grant will be doing one-legged bridges as a more advanced option. We're going to exhale, bridge the hips up towards the ceiling. Inhale, slowly release it down. Think about pushing your weight down through your heels here. It's okay if those toes come up off the floor. Abs should be in tight. Shoulder blades should stay completely flat on the floor. Reaching the hips up as high as you can and slowly lowering it down. Make sure you're switching sides after enough repetitions if you're on a single leg. Keep that breath going. We have 5 more here. Here's 4, 3, 2, last one all the way up. Inhale, slowly release it down. Go ahead and turn over so that you're laying on your right side. You want your body to be in a nice straight line here. Extend that right arm up overhead. Straight line from the hand down to the toes. I'm going to show the advanced option for this one, which will use your dumbbell, holding it between your feet to add intensity. These are going to be double leg lifts. So think about gluing your legs together. From there, you're going to exhale and lift them up. Inhale, release it down. Your hand is out in front to help support you. Try to relax that head and neck down onto your arm on the floor. This is a pretty small range of motion. You don't have to take those legs up very high. Just make sure they're working. That top leg, outer thigh should feel the work here. Bottom leg, inner thighs working. And you should also feel this a little bit in your obliques. Keep breathing steady. Remember, you can rest that leg on the ground as long as you need to in between each repetition. 3 more here. Exhale up. Bring it down with control. Here's 2. Last one. And slowly drop it down. We're just going to switch over to the other side so that we're lying on the left side this time. Remember, a nice straight line with that body from your toes all the way up to that hand that's extended overhead. Relax that head and neck down. Hands out in front for support. When you're ready, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower it down. Keep those legs glued together. The more you squeeze those legs together, the more muscle fibers you're engaging, the harder those inner thighs are working as well. Abs should be pulled in. Try to relax that head and neck down. That keeps your spine in proper alignment. We have 5 more repetitions here. Try to stay in control of this movement. Exhale as you lift. Inhale, lower. This is 3, 2, and 1 more. Slowly drop it down. We're moving into push-ups now. So if you have that weight, you can discard it. Go ahead and flip over onto your stomach. Hands should be right about in line with the chest. Grant will be demonstrating a more advanced option of the push-up so that he's on his toes. Tanya and I will both be on our knees, and she'll demonstrate a smaller range of motion. Pull those abs in tight, nice straight line with the body. We're going to inhale, lower it down. Exhale, push it up. Take this slowly and with control. Notice how the body's in a nice straight line from your head all the way down to your knees or toes. The full body is coming down towards the floor, not just the chest. Keep that head and neck right there in line with the spine, looking down. Remember to only take this in a range of motion that you're comfortable with and that you can stay in good form. 5 more. Use that breath to help you. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1 more all the way down. Slowly push it up. Go ahead and relax those legs back down. We're going to lay onto our stomachs, moving into back extensions for the lower back. Grant's going to extend his arms out a little more for the more advanced option. Tanya's arms will be on the floor. I'm going to take my hands up by the head. All we're doing is exhaling, lifting the chest off your mat. Inhaling, lowering it down. Think of this exercise for the back just like you would crunches With crunches, you're using the abs to lift those shoulder blades up. Here, you're using the lower back to help lift your chest up. Always exhaling as you lift, inhaling as you release it down. Keep that head and neck in line. Stay in control of this movement. We're going to do 5 more. Use that breath. Last 3, all the way up. Here's 2. One more time. And slowly relax it down. We're ready to stretch it out now. Starting from this position, go ahead and place those hands closer to your body near the chest. And we're going to extend that upper body up. This is a modified version of this stretch. If your flexibility allows, you can straighten your arms all the way up, keeping the shoulders down away from the ears. This is a good stretch for the abs. And from here, we're going to push up onto hands and knees. And then slowly bring our weight down through our heels. Let those arms extend forward. Your head and neck should relax down. Try to drop your shoulders away from your ears. And slowly roll that spine up as your hands slide in towards you. Take those shoulders down and back. Go ahead and have a seat on your mat for our final stretches. Extend those legs out in front. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. Shoulders are down. Let's hug that right knee into the chest. Use your left arm to pull around that knee and twist over to the right. Try to elongate the spine here, keeping your shoulders down. Make sure you're breathing steady. And slowly bring that torso forward. Hold on to that leg. Let's bend the opposite leg, placing the foot flat. We're going to cross over the ankle at the knee and lean it forward. You should feel this stretch right here on the right leg. Think about slowing that breath down, taking deeper breaths in and out. Go ahead and extend your right leg back down to the floor, all the way out, hugging the left knee in. Wrap that arm around and twist it over to the left. And slowly rotate it forward. Bend that opposite leg, flatten that foot. Cross the ankle over at your knee and lean it forward just slightly to feel that stretch in the glute. Still breathing steady, relaxing into these stretches, not stretching to the point of pain. And release that leg back down. You can cross your legs in front of you. Just sit comfortably while we stretch out the upper body, sitting up nice and tall. Let's bring one arm across the chest, dropping the shoulder down away from the ear. Make sure you're grabbing onto the arm below the joint. And go ahead and switch sides. Relax that shoulder down. From here, we're going to switch arms once again, back to that right side. Take that elbow up overhead, placing your palm flat on the center of your back. You can use your left hand to assist you on your elbow. And switch sides with this one. Left arm comes back, palm towards your spine if you can reach it. And relax both those arms down. Let's take a deep inhale, reaching the arms up towards the ceiling, hands up. Exhale, pull those elbows down and back, bringing your shoulder blades together at the center of your back. This is a great upper back stretch. Release it down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, bring those elbows down and back, pinching your shoulder blades together. And relax your arms down. We have one last stretch. Go ahead and place those palms flat on the floor in front of you. Remember to relax your head and neck down. We're slowly reaching those hands out in front of us, extending the arms forward, trying to keep your palms flat. Once you've reached as far as you can, drop those shoulders down away from your ears and just relax into the stretch with slow, steady breaths. And when you're ready to come out of this stretch, slowly roll up that spine, one vertebrae at a time as you slide those hands in towards you. The last thing up should be your head. Take those shoulders down and back. We're finished. I hope you enjoyed our quick stretch and strengthening workout. If you would like to do 2 or 3 sets of this workout, you can replay this video back to back as many times as you want. And for more exercises and exercise demonstrations, visit SparkPeople.com.